USA. I'm not gonna get into the whole politics aspect of the U.S. women's national team, except for this part. It's not really a political part. There's discussion about the pay,
Right.
and I think that's the one. Okay, I don't. Let me back up before I make a horse's ass out of myself. Women, men, equal pay. Yes, obviously, same job, same money. But when you're talking about sports, you're talking about the revenue feeds into what the salaries are. So, like, U.S. women's soccer is very popular, as popular. So when they are in the World Cup cycle, they are in as many advertisements, if not more, than the men are. When they play Worlds, they have tremendous attendance at those games. I believe the U.S. women's team should have equal. Then you start talking. People want to start talking about the WNBA, where it's a league where half the tickets are given away for free. The NBA underwrites the thing. They basically they don't make you own a team, but they tell a lot of these NBA teams that if you want to have the benefits of owning an NBA team, you have to do certain things to help out the WNBA. It's underwritten by the NBA. So when people start getting equal pay for WNBA players, it's not very realistic. But I threw that out there kind of as a question, but we don't have to get into it as a question.
I mean,
comment.
Here's about the disparity in pay. If you look at
it for the women's soccer team, I don't really know either.
There's two parts of it. I sit back and I watch the U.S. women's national. They're number one in the world. You watch them play and compare them next to the men's team, and it's a complete joke. The women are so much better. They dominate their competition, and so you can look at it that way and say, "Oh, well, of course they're entitled to equal pay, right? I mean, they're better." But the dialogue that's been going on, and I know it's all been equal pay, equal pay, equal pay, what they get paid versus what the men get paid. I do know that men's soccer generates more revenue, but I think that the thing to focus on is it's like in law, any negotiation, so you're always going to ask for more at the outset than what you really want or what you really expect to get. And so not knowing enough about like the disparity in pay, I'm wondering if they're saying equal pay, equal pay, equal pay, and ultimately, and I actually saw some, they're going to mediation on this issue, and I think it's going to happen after the World Cup. So I expect they're going to get more pay, they're going to get that increase in pay, but I was always wondering, just as an attorney, like, are they saying equal pay, equal pay, equal pay to get something significantly more than what they are getting now, but that they know that because of the economics generated by women's soccer not necessarily being what it is for men's soccer, that they don't realistically think that they're going to get that. I don't know. It's a hot button issue. All things being equal, the women they deserve equal pay. I don't know. It's easy for me to say that.
In regard to that, like I said, in regard to that particular sport, absolutely. Because I think probably if you go in and you look at the revenue generated during like a tournament style cycle, when it happens on U.S. soil, I think it's completely equal. So I think it's it's deservedly so. I was going to ask you. So do you ever listen to Dan Le Batard?
I don't listen to him very much.
He comes on. I think it comes on 790 in the mornings. The Men in Blazers. You heard of that?
I don't know him.
So Men in Blazers is a show. It's these two guys, both British, but they live in America. One of the guys, not Roger Bennett, one of the guys used to be some sort of TV producer. And anyway, they have this show called Men in Blazers, and they have they basically do their show out of like a closet, like the NBC studios. I mean, literally, it's half the size of the room you're in right now, and that's not a big room. And it's a soccer show, but they also have like all kinds of media, celebrity, whatever. Anyway, Roger Bennett's coming on Dan Le Batard today to say why soccer in the United States is dead. And I'm a big soccer fan. You're a big time soccer fan, and I think I can't wait to go back and listen to it later. But it's very interesting that that's what they're even promoting. And when the United States had the World Cup here in '90, MLS, soccer had this huge boom. Some of us were already, like, you were playing it in the 80s when you were a little kid. I was playing it, but it had a huge boom. People wanted to be involved with soccer. And then probably for 5-10 years, it was just on probably about the year 2000, which is now almost 20 years ago, it plateaued.
Right.
And it has not increased. It's maybe probably slightly decreased since then in popularity. The Premiership, EPL, Champions League, all that stuff is now on regular American television, and it's very popular. But the MLS, I don't know how popular the MLS is. I don't ever watch it. I don't know how popular. I know the FC 901 is popular, and they're not going to do any type of relegation type thing. They've already announced that's not going to happen here. So